tiny baby terrapins to the most massive turtle in the world. Here are 12 of the most unusual turtles.
Welcome to Deep Sea Sundays.
Number 12. KEMP'S Ridley turtle. A member of the world's rarest sea turtle species was found in Wales, more than 4,000 miles away from its tropical home. The female turtle is believed to be a KEMP'S Ridley turtle, although experts say she could also be an olive Ridley turtle. The two turtle types can be difficult to tell apart, but both rare species usually live in the tropical waters around Florida and Mexico. Experts who found the female specimen on a Welsh beach think the Gulf Stream and strong winds buffeted the reptile across the Atlantic Ocean. Experts at the Anglesey Sea Zoo say the creature was found in serious condition, but it seems to be responding well to treatment. They plan to have it returned to its native tropical waters. Number 11. A fisherman in China may have improved his chances at a long life thanks to setting free a rare turtle. The huge creature with amazing colors was caught in an area of the South China Sea. More than a meter long, over 70 centimeters wide, and weighing over 67 kilograms, the turtle was an expected haul for the fisherman. The reptile displayed bright orange, red, and yellow colors, and along with its massive size, provided a striking appearance. Locals found the animal so unique that the fisherman was offered up to $2,000 to sell it. But despite all the offers, the fisherman elected to return the turtle to the water. Certain folklore states that seeing large sea turtles is a sign of good fortune, and setting them free is said to aid longevity. Number 10. Albino turtles. Chinese soft-shell turtles gained the name because of the shells, or carapace, do not have scales, also known as scutes. The shells are pliable and leathery, enabling the reptiles to more easily move about open water or along the bottoms of muddy lakes, and tube-like nostrils, which they can use as a snorkel. They're also known to have a coloration that is usually brownish-green, but 4 soft-shell turtles in the UK had no such coloration because they were albino. Experts at the Blue Reef Aquarium in Portsmouth, Hampshire, say the reptiles are about 3 to 4 years old, with shells measuring up to 6 inches. The albino turtles are considered extremely rare. Staff at the aquarium said the animals likely would not survive long in the wild because the light coloration would make them highly visible to predators. While our sources indicate the turtles are albino, we couldn't tell for sure if these reptiles had the characteristic pink eyes. Could they be leucistic instead? Number 9. Mutant turtle. Now, most of us are familiar with mutant turtles from comic books and movies, but here's a real-life case. A 2-headed reptile was born at a farm in southeast China. The owner of the farm says he's personally bred some 30 million reptiles, yet he's never seen a turtle like this. The creature has a single body, a single shell, and 2 heads that are independent of one another. It was identified as a red-eared slider, which are popular as pets around the world. Experts say the animal developed 2 heads because the embryo was improperly split during its development. This species of turtle usually lives up to 70 years, but it's unknown how long a lifespan the 2-headed mutant might have. Number 8. So, we earlier told you about some Chinese soft-shell turtles that were albinos, but these creatures have some interesting characteristics even when they display their normal coloration. These reptiles have developed an ability that helps them survive in marshes and swamps where the water can be brackish or salty. It has to do with a protein in the mouth lining which allows the creature to excrete urea from its mouth, which is how it urinates. Using the kidneys for excretion would mean drinking great quantities of salt water to flush it through, and that would result in a high retention of salt, which is difficult to get rid of. Oral excretion means the animal does not have to actually drink the salt water to survive in such an environment. These are the only animals known thus far to display such an ability. Number 7. Eastern long-necked turtle. Obviously named for its neck, this reptile is found in Australian lakes and is actually recognized as a species of snake-necked turtles. Its neck can grow about as long as its carapace, which can average over 11 inches. This species does not pull its head directly back into its shell. Because they bend the head sideways, they are also known as side-necked turtles. These carnivorous critters are also known as stinkers, and it really seems like they have a lot of names, don't they? Well, when these animals feel threatened, they release a foul-smelling substance from the musk glands. Did you know the turtles can strike at prey by quickly straightening the neck? Number 6. Pig-nosed turtle. It's the only freshwater turtle that has flippers similar to that of marine turtles. But that's not the most distinguishing physical characteristic, of course. As you can see, the creature's nose resembles that of a pig, but its proboscis isn't only there for show. The nose can function as a type of snorkel, protruding through the water surface as the critter stays submerged. It's also sensitive to movement and is used to hunt prey in murky waters. They're native to Australia and New Guinea and can weigh over 40 pounds. Number 5. African helmeted turtle. As you might expect, this reptile is native to Africa and is found in bodies of water from the Sub-Saharan regions to Yemen. They have 4 glands on each of the limbs that produce a powerful odor that humans and equines in particular find offensive. Unlike many turtles, this species is able to right itself from being upside down with just a flick of the long muscular necks. These creatures are rather small, with the average carapace around 20 centimeters. But they have been observed to hunt in groups, often taking down larger prey like doves when the birds land a drink. Did you know this is the only species of turtle known to exhibit such behavior? Number 4. Conga line. Northern map turtles are not considered rare, nor are they especially weird, unless you count their skin and carapace. They possess markings that resemble contour lines found on a map or chart, hence the name. However, we did find some pictures of these unassuming reptiles caught in a rather weird position, that of a conga line. 7 of the turtles were found in the well-choreographed pose on a log that was floating in a lake in Ontario, Canada. And there is a specific reason why the animals assumed that particular position. Experts tell us it's their way of catching rays. That is, the turtles are warming their blood from the heat of the sun and absorbing vitamin D, which builds strong bones and shells. It seems the log in the middle of the water was the only option on which all 7 of them could perch simultaneously. Number 3. Mata. This scary-looking creature is found in the Orinoco and Amazon basins of South America, and in Spanish its name translates to kill. The creatures can grow up to 2 feet long and tend to be more sedentary than other turtles. Did you know their unique neck is actually longer than its vertebrae? It's long enough to function as a snorkel as it stays submerged at the bottom of a stream. When feeding, they can essentially vacuum prey into the mouths. As fish approach, the turtle will open its mouth wide, and as a low-pressure vacuum is created, mata-matas will expel the water by snapping the mouth shut and swallowing the prey whole. This type of suction feeding is practiced because the jaws are physically unable to chew. Due to their unique looks, these critters are popular in the exotic pet trade and are said to live up to 75 years. Number 2. We identified these tiny turtles as baby diamondback terrapins. While they're small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, they will grow bigger, 5-inch size. Diamondback terrapins get the name from the odd diamond-like patterns found on the top of the shells. You can discern some of those patterns in the picture there. The animals exhibit unusual wiggly black markings and spots across the head and body. They're found in brackish tidewaters from the US to Bermuda and can survive in full-strength salt water for extended periods, thanks to the skin being impermeable to salt. Did you know that when it rains, these animals will obtain fresh water by raising their heads with the mouths open to catch raindrops? Number 1. Leatherback sea turtle. This is not only the largest of all living turtles, it is also the 4th heaviest modern reptile in the world. They can grow more than 7 feet long, up to 5 feet wide, and weigh more than 1,500 pounds. Did you know the leatherback is called such because it's the only sea turtle that does not have a hard shell? As its name implies, the animal has oily, leathery skin that covers a series of bony plates underneath. Unlike other turtles, these sea turtles cannot retract their arms, legs, or heads into the shells. They're found as far north as Alaska to the northernmost tip of New Zealand.